So have you ever had a conflict with someone and got into this weird, strange conversation with yourself, making assumptions about what that person's thinking, why they did what they did, what their intentions were? Well, that is called in psychology a cognitive bias, which is mind reading. We think we could read each other's minds. Now, I know some of you are intuitive, some of you have that gift. We all have some kind of intuition, but the ego does not have intuition. The ego is only reacting and actually projecting the past onto every situation. So when you get into a conflict with someone, your ego's kind of bringing up, when did this happen before? And what story did I use before? And it's just projecting that same story into the situation. And so we're not free. We make the other person wrong, and there's conflict, and we feel bad, and we feel powerless because we want that other person to change. And we're making all these assumptions about what they think about us and what they're doing. And if you talk to that person, eventually you realize that none of that is really true, but your mind goes into this state of freaking out and fear and stress and anxiety. So what do you do in that moment? Well, what I would suggest is to recognize in that moment, okay, I think I'm mind reading because this is not the truth. Call yourself out on it and move your awareness from the ego thinking mind to the pure awareness, which is the witness. And just ask yourself these two powerful questions. The first question is, how is the story I'm telling myself similar to other patterns in relationships in my life? And who from the past am I projecting on to this person? So you can ask yourself those questions. You'll start to see that you're not really seeing the experience as it truly is. You're seeing it through the lens of the past. You're making judgments about that person. And you know what? I'm sure they're doing the same thing to you. They're projecting back over. But if you just hold on to your piece of the puzzle and get clear on what you're projecting, what is truth, you will come up with a better way to deal with that situation versus just react from the ego. So try that out. And I hope you feel empowered next time you have a conflict, that it's an opportunity to understand yourself and to reclaim power in your life that you've been projecting outward and bring it back into yourself.